Hello everyone, Rituro here with a video preview of Endless Legend. This is an alpha build of Endless Legend, so a lot of things are currently not implemented in the game, like the tutorial, the ability to join online games, and the ability to add mods. But it is still a playable alpha, so we're going to take a look and see what the heck is Endless Legend. Now, it is the sister game to Endless Space, also created by the same developer, Amplitude Studios. But instead of being a Master of Orion style game where you're in space going from planet to planet, it has more in common with a game like Civilization, where you're on a hex-based map and you're trying to establish a colony. I'll actually read straight from the Endless Legend website here. Create your own legend. Another sunrise, another day of toil. Food must be grown, industries built, science and magic advanced, and wealth collected. It's a pretty standard fantasy 4X setup. It actually takes place on a planet in the Endless Space universe. So the planet Origa is in Endless Space. So that's kind of cool that the two games tie together. There are 8 civilizations, or I guess factions, currently planned. 4 of them are available. So let's fire up the game and take a look at the 4 available factions in Endless Legends. Start a new game here. So the factions I can choose from are the Wild Walkers, the Broken Lords, the Vaulters, and the Necrophages. I've played with both the Wild Walkers and the Vaulters, so we're going to have to look at the Broken Lords for this playthrough. They have an appetite for dust. They're dust efficient, dust born, and dust dependent. And it looks like they like the monies. Ooh, and they got cavalry. Well, that's fun. Alright, let's fire it up here. Alright, so here we are on Origa. So this is all randomly generated. All maps and quests and everything are all completely randomized. So you notice I start with one army led by a hero here. The first Hearth Vanguard has a settler in it, has 2 stalwarts, and they're led by Baron Jocelyn Davol, who is a hero. Now, if you're familiar with Endless Space, you'll know that you have the ability to build ships using whatever upgrades you'd researched. In Endless Legend, you can add upgrades to your heroes based on what tech you've researched. So I currently have Tier 1 armor and weapons. However, I can eventually research better iron or titanium or whatever I can find, glass, steel, etc. I can also choose, do I want to keep this sword and have a shield, or do I want to go up to a claymore, or do I want to go up to a long spear? So each one has different capacities. So, for example, this one allows me to take a shield. It's more of a defensive weapon. The claymore is range slayer and is a basically two-handed thwack you in the face weapon, whereas a long spear is a night slayer, so it's more for taking down enemy cav. I think we'll stick with the sword and shield setup though for Baron Jocelyn. So here's the first neat thing I want to show off is that sure, this is the map, and you can zoom out, and you can keep zooming out. You can go all the way back. Remember that first moment in a Spore where you could see the whole galaxy just from one mouse view? That was the first kind of impression I got when I was zooming in and out here in Endless Legend, and I love it. This is an awesome feature, and I hope it makes it all the way through the game. So I came up in the province of Undand, and you see there's one icon here. This is a ruin. So the idea here is go into the ruins, see what you can find, and hopefully there's something good. So we'll just pop into there. We will search. Run, 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 run. Ooh, we found 80 dust. Good for us. Money is good. As you can see, there are some things here. There's a gold deposit, some geothermal pits, which is good because there is basically nothing in the way of actual sustainability here. Yeesh. There is another, looks like another ruin over there. So let's take a look. Maybe we can find something good over there. So I don't want to spend too much time running around. I do want to set up a city eventually. Actually get 60 dust. Excellent. Dust being the currency of the world here. I do want to get a city set up so that I can actually, you know, survive, start generating income and all that, but I don't want to settle in the desert necessarily. This, however, looks much more promising. We got some forest. We got some swamp over there. Now here's the neat thing about Endless Legend are minor factions. So minor factions populate the world. They have their own little bases. Now you can either bribe them, parlay with them, or just straight up attack them and try and add them to your empire. So the bows are Centaur Cavalry, and they give me, extra food production. That might actually be huge. Well, first things first, let's see if I can find a decent place to settle. Because right now we got nothing. Straight nothing. But I think, honestly, straight nothing's better than the straight I'm gonna die if I can't get a city settled here. Oh, what do we have here? Ah, yes, experience. So let's see here. Strength of the wild, defense, improved searches on ruins, and money from terrain. I think I want better ruin results. Alright. Yes, good. Alright. Speaking of, more ruins! 40 dust. Excellent. What do we have over here? Ooh, exotics. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, I think this will be where we settle. Alright, found new city. Right here. I think. Or that might actually be better. Yeah, let's go there. Settle! Bam! Alright. So if you're familiar with 4X games like Civ or Alpha Centauri, you know what this is all about. Even if you're familiar with Endless Space, a lot of the UI is very similar. So I can build things like city improvements, such as dust. I can get the Founders Memorial, which will increase this little thing here. The +1 star allows me to eventually do what's called an Empire Plan. We'll get to that later. But basically, it gives me the ability to give little bonuses to my city for a certain period of time. But I think we'll get the Founders Memorial first, and then the Empire. I don't want to salt the earth. I don't want to destroy this city. We'll just leave that as it is. All right. And now we can finally select a tech to research. I'm gonna go with more dust, since we apparently feed on dust. More dust. So these are the quests that show up. Every so often you'll get a quest either through the story for each faction, or from, say, finding something on the map, trying to parlay with another minor faction, and what you get is a little bit of story, detailing some of the backstory to the world. And it gives you a little resource reward here, titanium, which we can use to help build up better stuff. And we have to explore the area around my city. Escort a broken here with at least 3 infantry units. Okay, right now I have cavalry, so I'm going to need to build some infantry. Alright, well, conveniently, these dudes over here happen to be infantry. Let's see if we can add them to the Empire. Oh, just zoom out here. I love doing this. So I am in the province of Tinen. Having moved away from Undan and past Lingain. Ooh, we left some ruins behind. Excellent. More researching. Alright. So let's, we've completed the dust dredger. Alright, so let's get, here's what I was looking for here. I want this language square, so we can parlay and bribe with these manufacturers instead of beating them all up. Excellent. So I'll go back into that tech tree later, but basically it's like any other tech tree. It's a web, you click on stuff, you research it, off you go. Let's get into combat! Stalwarts versus dredges with my hero. Alright, we're gonna go. Now this is, what I like about the combat for Endless Legend so far is that it actually gives you control. My biggest complaint with Endless Space was that you had no ability to actually command your ships once you put them into battle, which was just intensely frustrating. So, with that in mind, let's get set up here. So, they are on the left, we are on the right, near our flags. Let's get into combat. So we can deploy our troops first. I think we'll take the hero and move him back, because he is the hero and he is the best. We're going to just get everybody back here. Alright. Come get me. Now here's the cool part where we actually choose what we want to do here. The Baron can be defensive. I'm going to focus everybody, though, after these guys. And we launch! And away we go! Get in there. Smack him in the face! Bam! Oh, flanking bonus. Goodbye, Delvers. And here come reinforcements. Now you can see here that the terrain does play a part here. That with this little cliffside, I now actually have a little bit of an advantage, and I can force the engagement how I want to. It also means if I had a ranged unit, I could pop it up on this hex here, and I would be able to basically shoot with impunity. Oh, but it looks like the Delvers are coming. They're out for blood. Oh, but that will not happen. That will not happen. The stalwarts are indeed stalwart. Alright, so let's, oh, look, the stalwarts are in fact infantry. So these are infantry units. Good. Alright, everybody, go get them. So as you notice there, you do have to go through a few rounds of orders before changing those orders. So it's not total control. You do have to do a little bit of sitting and watching, which I'm not totally sold on. I don't understand why I have to sit and wait for each round. I mean, I would like to get some specific control when orders expire, but such is life. Success! We have finished our combat. All opposing troops have been destroyed, and the dredge will now be defeated. So now that they've been brought to their knees, we can add them as a minor faction. So, right now I need 30 influence points to assimilate them. I only have 2, 1 per turn, but I am getting more from that memorial that I built earlier. So, oh, that's going to be so fun getting you guys on board.